Hey everybody, it's Sean Waters. Welcome to episode number 8 of the Wisdom Workshop Presents Writing the Good Life. If you're following us and you're enjoying this content, please do like, subscribe, stay till the end. Leave us a comment about what was good or what was not. I definitely like radical questions and criticism, so let's get to it. We looked at, this is 3 ingredients of happiness. We've explored this before on this channel on the ingredients of the good life, or what constitutes a good life. And this is really a distillation of that work, and it falls down into 3 categories that thankfully I'll start with P, so they're easy to remember. First, we need a sense of purpose. This is our why, our sense of meaning. It's also giving us a sense of perspective and a frame with which to look at our experience, which also, if we're thinking like Aristotle, is a kind of function that we perform in a system, life, network, environment that is bigger than ourselves. So one way to think about purpose is that which links you to what is bigger than yourself, a purpose or reason or sense of why that you can communicate, ideally in a few words, to clarify. Number 2, the kinds of people that you are around. It's not just the kinds of people you're around, but the fact that you are engaging, conversing, listening, speaking, reading, participating with other people. It's not just what people give to us, but what we offer to other people. And sometimes what we offer to other people is our ability and willingness to listen to them and listen to their stories. People are the whole of the good life in large sense, or at least according to the longest running study, Harvard longitudinal study on human flourishing. George Vaillant, the final researcher, the study went on so long that it went through 3 main researchers. The first 2 perished. George Vaillant, the final one, who ended up publishing the paper on the research findings, began that paper with, "Happiness is love, full stop." End quote. The sense that the number one indicator that people give at the end of their life on whether or not they're happy is the quality and quantity number. It doesn't need to be a big number, but the quality of our relationships they take tending and working on. Which connects to number 3, projects. This is from American philosopher Susan Wolf, who identified that a key component of living a life and being satisfied with that life is active engagement in projects of worth. That's her phrase, active engagement in projects of worth. What I love about this definition is the sense that there needs to be active engagement. It's something that we're engaged in, investing our hearts, minds, spirits, bodies into this project. There's a movement with it. The question here is what makes a project worthwhile. If I was going to make a garland of toenail clippings, is that a worthwhile project that's going to make me happy? Well, it's an interesting question about that. And I think that has to do with our answers to the first 2. Why are we doing it, and who is it for? So thinking and writing about these 3 topics, what is my purpose? What is the purpose of life? Why are we here? What does this mean? Who am I not only engaged with, but who am I learning from? Who do I want to learn from? Who am I helping? Who might I be able to help? And then what am I doing? What could I be doing to create an artifact that can help me understand and clarify my purpose, the people that I want to be engaged in? I see this as a process. Ooh, let's add a 4th ingredient. Process. Happiness, we know, is a process. According to Aristotle, in his word of happiness, eudaimonia in the Greek, that occurs over an entire life. So like when I ask my students in a 9 a.m. class, how are we doing out there? And they say, it's too early for me to tell you, wait and I'll let you know. It's the same response we can give to someone if they ask if we're happy. Are you happy? I'm not sure yet. Ask me on my deathbed and then I'll be able to tell you how well I have a sense of purpose with my people and with projects that I am actively engaged and really actually care about. What do you think? This is the goal. This is also, like we suggested, a lifelong process that we can't judge ourselves too quickly on. But this is a good way of thinking about our compass, where we're going, who we might be working with, and what we might do to help us along the way and advance our goals, or at least advance our engagement and sense of play on this planet for our happiness. We're going to explore play and how to have a first-rate second childhood next week. We're also going to look at the kind of contracts we might write with ourselves in order to really take this journey more seriously and take it further. And I also just want to basically say that this is the format, loosely speaking, of the 7-week wisdom workshops that we're running. The next one's on March 24th. I'm so happy with how the first one's going. People are already making connections and having giant shifts in perspective, and it's exciting to see how a group of participants is interacting in an authentic container of learning rather than having some external standard being imposed down on it. We kind of built the workshops to have the flexibility, it's still the accountability to be able to show up and create in an authentic, open-ended way. It's liberating as an instructor, so it's also been liberating. And I'm not even instructing, it's more like facilitating. It's liberating as a facilitator, being a lead facilitator and a lead learner. It's also liberating for the people that are in it. And what we're doing, we're focused in the first 2 weeks really on this big question of purpose. We're going to move into, as the 7 weeks go on, we start thinking about people and projects. And in the course, the 7 weeks, projects actually starts to happen alongside people. So we think about what we're making and who we could be making it for, even if we're just writing a free writing journal for ourselves. That's a legit project for a person that's really important. So I hope that this helps, and let me know in the comments if you're interested. You can visit wisdomworkshop.io for inputs and outputs. We are really interested in upgrading our own operating systems and living more happy, fulfilled existences. So hope this helps, and wishing you all a wonderful, happy day in whatever you are doing in your own wisdom workshop. Let me know. Thanks. Take care.